To discuss a possible Turkish military intervention into Syria, we go now to Ludo de Brabander, the spokesperson of the Flemish peace movement, Vrede, who will join us now live from Ghent. Welcome, Mr. Brabander, to our program. In a speech 1 week ago, the Turkish President Erdogan vowed that Turkey would not accept a move by Syrian Kurds to set up their own state in Syria, following gains by Rojava fighters against ISIS. What is your reading of this Erdogan statement?
Well, I think there are two strategic priorities for Turkey. The first one is, of course, avoiding that what he's calling establishment of a Kurdish state in the north of Syria, especially since this Kurdish state would be ruled, in his view, by a PKK branch, the DYP, and its military branch, YPG. This is the first thing, and because this would, at the same time, block his second strategic priority. This is to get rid of President Bashar al-Assad. Imagine that the advancements of YPG would mean that they control the whole Turkish-Syria border. This would block Turkey from any possibilities to support, to help the Syrian opposition or Syrian opposition parties. So I think these are the two main reasons why Turkey is acting or reacting like that.
After the speech, Turkey has deployed troops and equipment along the border, but Prime Minister Ahmed Davutoğlu said that there were no immediate plans for any incursion. What are the expectations of a possible Turkish invasion into Syria?
Yeah, it's difficult to estimate now what is into the minds of the Turkish government. On the one hand, it looks very attractive for Turkey to have a buffer zone in the north of Syria, because, for example, for receiving all the refugees, but also eventually for supporting military opposition against the Syrian regime. This is one very, I think, attractive thing, and at the same time avoiding the establishment of a Kurdish state. But on the other hand, first of all, the president constitutionally needs approval from the parliament, and the power of balance has been changed since the elections. It depends, for example, of the way MHP would react, for example. This is a possible coalition partner now in Turkey. This is the first thing, and the second, I think the military is not very eager to be dragged into a quagmire, and so they are afraid if they invade, this would create lots of problems for the Turkish military in Syria. And I think also from the side of NATO, it's not at all clear that they will accept such a Turkish behavior.
What about the EU and the US? How will the EU and the US react if Turkey decides to invade Syria?
Yeah, first of all, Turkey is a member of NATO, and Article 5 of NATO is when one country is attacked, all other countries would be in solidarity support the country attacked. So this means if Turkey invades, it could drag the whole NATO into war. And this is something which is not very likely that NATO leaders would like to have that. At the same time, I think there is the US strategic interests in the region. For the moment now, US is bombing IS positions and actually acting in a kind of air support for the YPG on the battleground. And if Turkey invades and in a way to block YPG advancements, gains against IS, this would be against probably US interests.
Ludo de Brabander, the spokesperson of the Flemish peace movement, Vrede, you've been with us from Ghent. Thanks a lot for speaking to us on Ronahî.
Thank you very much.